We first built MyAthens 15 years ago, and unfortunately, it shows. The dated, crammed interface, the clunky admin backend, they belong in the past. Today, we want to announce a launch of a new MyAthens. The new MyAthens takes the best parts of the old and adds new features to create a modern, slick, patron-focused experience. The new MyAthens integrates with existing OpenAthens resource catalog and is built for easy and fast library setup. The new MyAthens will be an add-on to OpenAthens. The ability to share account information with patrons is free. However, if you want to create, curate, and manage resources in a research portal for your patrons, you will need to upgrade to MyAthens Plus for an additional fee. We are committed to creating a product that meets patrons' needs and expectations, and we know that librarians and administrators play an important role in that. We know that those customers who choose to upgrade to MyAthens Plus will be as committed as we are to delivering a great experience for their patrons. Finally, it is necessary to charge a fee in order for us to build, improve, and support a product sustainably, ensuring its future. We know it's a different way of doing things. It's a different commercial model. We want to give you an opportunity to experience the product and have plenty of time to decide if it's worth the extra charge. So we want to invite you to take part in MyAthens Plus, a free trial for from the launch to the end of 2021. I'll speak more about that in a couple of slides. Now let's take a step back and talk about, just remind ourselves what the old MyAthens is. So here are a couple of screen grabs from the current version of MyAthens. This is the patron-facing part of the product, and the dated look and problematic navigation is what learners and researchers all around the world complain the most. You can tell its age simply by looking at it. In essence, MyAthens is a resource catalog, a list of OpenAthens activated and custom resources. It works with OpenAthens Access Management Platform. Some libraries rely on MyAthens as their main knowledge portal. Others use it as a backup or testing. More learners and researchers visit MyAthens on the recommendation of their library, but around 15% of patrons find their way into MyAthens on the open web and end up lost and confused because they're not familiar with the information they see here. Learners and researchers across the board find MyAthens difficult to navigate and use. They often report usability and accessibility issues with the product, and this is what made it absolutely necessary for us to retire the old product and develop a new MyAthens. By now, you're probably wondering if MyAthens is used by your patrons. You can easily find that if you log into your admin area, the OpenAthens admin portal. Select reports from the top menu, and then under resource usage, you can select MyAthens from the resource dropdown, and you can further break it based on permission sets or any custom attributes that you may have set up. It's not unusual for institutions to be surprised by the number of patrons using MyAthens, particularly in those cases where MyAthens is used for backup or testing and it's not promoted by libraries. Now, That's it for the old MyAthens. It's gone, it's in the past. Coming back to the new experience, I want to talk in the next couple of slides about the features and benefits. One of the main benefits is that the new experience is going to be fully mobile optimized, which means patrons can take MyAthens on the go using their smartphones and tablets to access resources. We have addressed the usability issues with the navigation and have solved the problems we have with accessibility. The new MyAthens makes it easier for librarians to deliver a great patron experience. Administrators will benefit from an enhanced administrator functionality right in the product. You will be able to customize the name and logo of your institution, integrate with content discovery widget, like the EBSCO EDS, for example, Alma Primo, or simply Google Scholar. Here is the resource list. Some of you are probably familiar with. We have added resource description and improved the way patrons favor the resources in the list. You can now add a call to action button to direct patrons to the institution home site or main library portal. And you can customize the institution contact details. There's also improved experience when administrators add, edit, and sort cards. There's ability to add a curated list of resources. For example, that can be a list of electronic books or recommended reading articles. There's an enhanced text editing features for the text card that include embedding images and YouTube videos. And a final point I need to make here, and before I move on, is that MyAthens is available to each sub-organization in a more complex Open Athens setup. Now, looking at the product tiers and pricing, we realize that some of you may find it difficult to justify an investment in MyAthens Plus, especially when you already have an advanced library an advanced library portal for your patrons, rich with content and sophisticated discovery functionality. Our customer research shows that there is a need to use MyAthens to show patrons account details, start an authentication session, or test access during troubleshooting. So we have defined a MyAthens basic tier, which will remain free for all customers. MyAthens Plus is where you get the advantage of all the features you need to create and curate library resource portal. Unlimited number of call to action buttons, custom text cards, and curated resource cards. You get the list of resources and an integration with content discovery widgets. We are finalizing the price books, but what we can share with you today is that the price for MyAthens Plus will be fixed, and it's not going to be tied to the number of patrons using it. It will be charged annually in addition to your Open Athens subscription. Sub-organizations in a single Open Athens domain, in those more complex structures, will be able to subscribe to MyAthens independently. That's probably too much of a technical detail for some of you, but for example, this will give the flexibility for different libraries in the same institutions, for example, a medical, a teaching hospital versus a law department, to make an independent choice of which version of MyAthens they would like to use. This illustrates the difference in terms of patron experience The basic free tier is very minimal. It has enough information for patrons to contact the library or link to the main library portal. MyAthens Plus provides a richer experience focused on finding and accessing resources. Both are fully functional on mobile devices and are developed to the web accessibility standards in line with European regulations. The most important thing we need your help with is preparing your patrons for the upcoming change. We will follow up after this webinar with information about MyAthens for you to use in your patrons' communication. We don't expect that the new MyAthens will require training for you or your patrons to use. But we will create training information and will be made available to you closer to go live. We will also work with the reseller partners to provide all necessary training they will need to support you going forward. Finally, please get in touch if you would like to test the new MyAthens as it's being developed. We have been running demo sessions with customers which have proved invaluable, and we are keen to continue engaging with users to help us shape MyAthens.